Girls Frontline 2 platoon, you're fucking getting kicked.
This is not irony. I would genuinely love to raid with you. It genuinely sounds amazing.
Like raiding with me?
Play more Girls Frontline.
Like, we're down 4 people because we can't fill it because they can't meet our expectations. We're still top 7 in the world.
Oh my god!
There's a difference in tone. When you're complaining with these people, Fish, you're getting angry because they, like, make you angry. Carrie just sounds disgusted with their behavior as a person, and I love that.
Dude,
It
Carrie
genuinely,
sounds like
No, like, there are expectations if you wanna play at that level, you better hold up your end of the bargain.
I agree! I completely agree with you!
Can I be honest though? Your whole Anthrax, your guys' level is non-existent, okay? It's never advertised as that.
Yeah, that's also another thing that I'm wondering, like, was it ever advertised as, like, a serious thing? Because, like, that's one of the first things that we decided on, was that we were going to be a top 10 guild. This is what we're advertising on.
That's what I literally told Demon. I was like, in VC, I was like, yo, like, we're letting these people join
okay, guys,
our guild with little
Eric,
to no
should I start
expectation.
with a harm F35?
Just air tax.
When they literally come in, they shit the
I guess I'll
bed,
take B.
and then they expect loot. Like, if you're gray parsing, you're not gonna get to roll on brutality blade, bro. This is not happening. Like, also, I don't know what you mean, like, Anthrax. Like, you want me, like, I'm just jaded from fucking dealing with
I'm not saying it's a bad thing, I'm just saying it's like, I find it charming. Like, Carrier is, like, relatively, like, a pretty soft-spoken guy at times, and I don't think I've heard you this passionate about something before. I can tell you've had, trouble.
We're not
with,
gonna put in the
players.
time and money expected of what's happening. Like, this is real money. Like, why the fuck are you entitled to what the rest of the guild earns?
See, that's fucked, because it's not just time, it's also money.
It's money.
That is a great point, and because also in WoW you literally have to pay for a subscription too. Like, I'm not paying a subscription to wipe AQ week in and week out, bro. That's just
I might lose it after, but it's fine.
That's not what I'm into.
Any harm separated?
No.
Fuck, Carrier, why can't you be a
Yeah,
wild
okay.
child?
Arms. Yeah, he's up.
Fired off a double at that. We'll see what happens. I got a hit.
Why can't you be a WoW chud? I'm not kidding. I would genuinely
Why?
love to
Because
play
my
that
parents
WoW
would
with
never pay $20 a month.
you. Really? That's fucked. Well, he's Canadian, so it's I think it's funny there.
Like, for a video game? No, they would not. Like,
I was lucky because my dad played WoW, so he's like, yeah, that's normal.
I was lucky when I didn't get beat because I didn't get like an 85.
Fuck, now I want to play. I'm getting off.
Dude, I was lucky to go to skateboard camp. The one time I went to skateboard camp, my grandma died, so I missed half of it. So then that was an excuse of why I could never go to summer camp, because my grandma died and I lost half of summer camp and it was wasted money. I was like, what the fuck? Anyways.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the issue you guys are having is just lack of advertising for what the guild expectations were.
It's my fault for honestly.
No, like you guys were new, and then you realized you love the sweat. Like, you're asking people to give up a peaceful life to sweat unnecessarily, right?
I'm not picking up the plow.
No.
I don't know how much you played WoW, but like at least for me, the big issue I have
Yeah, bring those
is
Comanches over, hit them.
the issue is so they're not coming like with buffs and world buffs. Each week you need to spend maybe an hour to get all of your free raid buffs and all of your like consumables. It takes an hour each week to do this, and then you are ready for raid. If you don't do this, it's like a 30-40% DPS decrease.
Okay.
And these people don't bother because they just don't see it as making a difference. It makes like any sort of boss where it's like it's time to clear, you will just wipe at 2-minute mark. It makes it substantially harder, and so for anyone that spent the time to get the buff, okay, we wiped on the fight because you didn't get it, and then now that's just wasted time, and everything's going to take longer.
Yeah, but those fucking retards don't see it that way. They're like, oh well, why do I gotta pay extra for something I already paid for?
Okay. Phase 4, right? Phase 4 drops. Demon's hyping me up. He's telling, oh, everybody is going to like get their gear. They're gonna get gear. We're gonna carry players. We're gonna be the first people to hit 60. All this shit. I am literally in and out. Like, I literally spent like 50. It was a job. Fucking first week of Phase 4 for me getting gear. Like, Ganthrax can attest to this. I was literally playing like non-fucking stop to get.
Kaiser, I got that one.
I have
the arena.
Yeah.
It is almost impossible to get full pre-raid bis before like a phase drops, before a raid. I had my full pre-raid bis. I had every rune that I need to
I
literally
managed to forward deploy and survive. So
hours upon hours of like crossing the world.
I'm gonna
to
start
do these stupid-ass
just like doing
quests.
some basic reinforcements
And on
of my
top of
point,
that,
and then I'll start going side to side to help.
Got it.
I farmed the gold, and I farmed the buffs, and I farmed the resources I needed.
Yeah, I think I've
in
started to
order
like
be
perfect
raid
my
ready.
opener. It's just gonna be like I just gotta open with a bunch of javelins.
What happens?
Because like
when it becomes
I always
raid
face an
time,
armored
raid
opener.
week? Me, and it's just me and one other person that's completely ready for the raid. We don't even get past the first boss. Week fucking one. Like the easiest boss in the entire dungeon. We don't even get past. Like shit like this is what I've had to deal with for literally fucking months. And like I said, it's literally my own fault because of these fucking, like, I could have joined another guild at any fucking point. But like it's just a waste of my fucking time and other people's time. Like there's other good players in the guild who put just as much time.
Are you wasting more time staying there, or?
Yes, they've sunk cost
Yeah.
fallacy all the way since last year.
Why do you say they? I didn't do this. This wasn't me.
Well, you existed there.
I came back at WL because I got my sub paid for by them. To specifically raid with them in the raid team.
And then what did they do? They shit the bed for weeks on end, or still. Fucking still.
I just think like for me, Carrier.
Okay, hold on.
the big difference-
One more point. Since you brought up GWP. So, Carrier, imagine. So in WoW, there's your best in slot item. This is the best item you can get the entire phase. You can get nothing better, okay? Now imagine one of those drop on the first fucking week of you clearing a new raid. What do you think should happen to an individual who rolls on it and doesn't need it? It's not their best in slot, and they take it from 2 other players who are actually carrying DPS in the raid. What do you think should happen to that person? You think they should be killed and put on a fucking cross? Or what do you
Killed?
think
Crucify!
Like, the logical thing is they get like kicked and banished from loot, like, right? Like it's not their best in slot. It's
Like,
not
they're
even
not sharing with the guild. Yeah, like.
their best in slot is a tier piece, which drops.
I can't believe you didn't ping me, Eric.
I didn't even
Like,
ping for this one. Someone else set
That's
this
the
up.
type of shit
Can't
I
believe
was dealing with for months after fucking crying to them about it, dude. And they gave some fucking bullshit excuses like, oh, well, we fed you this piece of shitty loot like that one time. Like, okay, where's my Empyrean Demolisher? Where's my Brutality Blade? All shit that went to shitter players over me. Like, over the course of, like, there's no fucking reason someone like me should have to roll against a fucking shitter who can't even make the time commitment to level their fucking character. Like, I like Belgar, he's one of our like other warriors, but he didn't make any time commitments whatsoever in order to level his character. He is not entitled to the same loot I am. And every time I bring that up to people like Demon, they always get like antsy about it, like, oh well, if you don't feed these shitter players, like, okay, kick them. Like, that's always been my mentality. Like, if you're not gonna put in the work and effort, like, get rid of them. But like Ganthrax says, he for some reason is like, oh well, if we don't invite these shitter players, like, keep them here, we don't have a raid. And I tell him, like, that's just not true. Like, first of all, there's dozens of players out there who probably are just entering SOD, and maybe they don't have the logs for SOD, but they've got the logs for retail, they've got the logs for Cataclysm. Like, he's just a big doom poster when it comes to like anything relating to possibly getting recruitments. And like, okay, so one of our best healers left the guild like a couple weeks ago or whatever, and then what happens literally 2 weeks after we lose one of our best healers? We get an even better healer. And what about that even better healer do we find? They're attached to an even better Pharaoh DPS player that makes our raids much smoother, much easier. Like, and then despite this fucking evidence hitting them in the face, they still insist that we raid with these players that literally gray parse with the best gear imaginable. Like, and then they're allowed to roll the same as me. Like, it's so brutal to think about. Like, whenever Ganthrex says shit like world buffs and like buffs, like, you can't see me, but I'm physically cringing at the thought of like having
Arthur
to share
gripped
my loot
fist
with
meme.
these monkeys. Like, it doesn't even take that long to get world buffs, motherfucker. It takes 30 minutes at the most. You take a portal, I'm not explaining world buffs. I'm getting ahead of myself. Anyway, that's basically like, that's my WoW line. So, I mean, also like,
Should have called in for a bigger feed push.
Seed run?
Yeah,
like,
It's too late.
but Ganthrex, I think the thing that still tilts me the most to this day.
I like that in this game you can actually like just bait AA with helicopters and high rises.
Yeah, I do enjoy dodging.
Ganthrex, I'm 26. Where do I go?
To Unk status.
I think you can go to Ashenvale at 26.
I don't want to get jumped.
I didn't get ganked the entire time I was in Ashenvale.
Okay. I think me losing BRE to that. Oh my god, I'm getting mad just thinking about losing BRE to that warrior who was running an off spec and then rolling. Oh my god, hold on. So this is this warrior that joined the raid who didn't.
Fizz, do you want to swap VCs?
Sure.
Fine, I'm enjoying this.
I am enjoying it too.
I'm also enjoying it, even though I've just been here.
I thought you guys were trying to talk about Broken Arrow.
Listen, we'll interrupt, okay? We've been doing great. This is juicy as fuck.
Like, I want to.
This is a very easy game, so this is a little bit of anger ASMR. So.
Well, you guys don't understand. Like, I have to hold. I want to scream like really loud thinking about it.
You guys don't understand how many fucking like angry DMs I've gotten over the course of like a few months. Thousands.
So. Okay, so we invite this guy to the raid. Okay, because apparently we need another DPS. Oh my god, and this goes back to the point of like them thinking we need to invite pugs to the raid even though we've been clearing them for literal fucking weeks. Like, and everyone has the world buffs, everything. We don't wipe once. So eventually bring this guy on. He's a warrior. And he's not a meta spec warrior, he's not a fury warrior. He's an arms warrior. So what does that mean? It means that he's rolling on my loot and my PvP loot. I'm a big PvPer. Everyone in the fucking guild knows. I don't raid to get loot. I raid to get loot to use in PvP. That's why because I enjoy PvP more than fucking raiding at this point.
For context, by playing the for fun
that
spec,
whole
you're doing like
Farad.
50% less damage than like the meta spec. Classic is not balanced. It's like literal piss garbage damage.
You're doing less damage than my fucking mage, not my mage, my priest, like casting like his little wand at the boss while he cast heal. Like, okay, anyway. So this guy, the entire raid night, he doesn't even break like top 14 like once. Dude does no damage. Oh, he does a lot of damage on mob packs though, because he has an ability that Fury Warrior doesn't have, where he just cleaves fucking everything. Okay, that's cool. Like, he's a good janitor, I guess. So eventually we get to Ragnaros, the final boss. We kill him. I fucking destroy the fucking charge. Nobody is close to me. Okay.
I'm sorry, Carrier.
And then finally.
Yeah, your AA, where is it?
It got nuked instantly, by the way.
Finally, we kill the boss. Oh, actually, hold on. I need to back up a bit.
Oh,
I'm getting ahead of
Amber's
myself. We killed the boss, but the thing about this guy is he doesn't have a single piece of loot that's earned from raiding or dungeon. Every single piece of loot he owns is bought off the auction house. Probably with gold he bought with real life money. He does piss poor damage. He gray parses. If you don't know what a gray parse is, it means you're doing below what is considered like average, at least below average. You're doing terrible, miserable damage.
You're doing less damage than 75% of the people playing your exact same class and spec.
And then when you think about the second part, spec, his spec, nobody plays his spec. And he's doing the piss poor on an already small population of piss poor players who probably play the spec not to optimize. Like, oh my fucking god. So anyway, the item I've been trying to get dropped for like literal weeks. What is it called? I'm just gonna call it BRE.
Bone Reaver's Edge.
Bone Reaver's Edge. It's a two-handed sword that on proc effect deletes 300 armor from your opponent and also temporarily like applies like a debuff on them on top of it. And it stacks up to 5 times. And the hit chance, the proc chance is really fucking high. Point is, it's the best PvP item by far for Warrior at this point in the phase. What happens next? He rolls on it, and then he's rewarded the item. He thanks everybody. He hearts out. I leave VC. I literally just want to delete the fucking game at that point. I literally spent hours in this dog shit raid and raiding just for my best PvP item to go to some shitter we will never see again. No matter what, like, and this is before SRs were a thing. They just free rolled everything, dude. Everything was a free roll for some fucking reason.
You want to do the speed run on the left?
I
want to send in my F117 to do a JSL run.
To add insult to injury, this dude died in the first 5 seconds of the rag fight because he didn't have the fire resistance needed. And dude, I still about, and then they're just like, "Oh, we're sorry, Fizz. We're gonna do this and that. We're gonna do this and that for you." A few weeks later, same thing happens. A new BRE drops, and what happens again? They free roll it again, and then what happens again? I fucking lose it again. The only silver lining about this entire thing is that the person who won it was my friend, so they literally like ninja looted it to me, and then I just never spoke up about it after. Like, it literal the most tilting fucking thing in the world. Like, I don't think I hope you can imagine just how like frustrated I was with these people at this point. Which
I didn't get my bone off. Wonderful.
It was a massive build-up over the course of literal months of dealing with shit like this. Like, dog shit players rolling on loot they don't need. Good players losing it. Good players leaving one by one. Skinny, then me, then Belgar, then fucking... It was just a continuous, like, shitfest. Then Chunky. Like, Chunky literally left a week after I did. You don't know who Chunky is. I'm talking to Ganthrax about it, but...
Yeah, I make the argument. I don't think Belgar's a good player. I'm sorry. He was, like, consistently doing less damage than you and Chunky.
I agree, but he's decent. He's better than them. He's a
better than the average shitbox.
He's not a... Yeah, I guess he's an average player. He's the expectation. He's the bottom line. Demon made him out to be like this godlike warrior.
I got enough for a nuke. If you guys want me to hit, like,
show me Belgar's purple Parsons.
That's another thing, dude. Like, for some reason, Demon was so fucking intent on not acknowledging that I was the best fucking DPS in that fucking raid. The only person who can compete with me was Skinny, and Skinny wasn't there anymore. So I literally, every time I didn't do damage, it was just a wipe. Like, it's utter fucking...
Got a bunch of tanks. I don't actually have any infantry, I just realized.
If you guys concede left, I can nuke it.
Eric, who's
my seed's gone. Yeah, I'm far right.
Can I move my tanks left?
Yeah, get out of here.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
I mean, I guess I'll get the bomb off just about no matter what.
I don't have seed.
Yeah.
I used mine left, unfortunately.
Fuck it, they're bringing everything up. I'm just gonna go for it.
Like, I'm looking at the BW Outlogs scan thread. They can't compete with me. They can't compete.
Todd Robertson again.
Yeah, well, he has a 2-button rotation. He's playing the retail fucking class.
He topped every meter.
Dude, if you look, I'm gonna look at his cast on that Neff.
Blaze like back here, carrier. Oh no, it's a random.
You chose to play the for fun class.
Imagine having fun in video games.
That's dog shit. Anyone who says they have fun in video games is lying to you.
To be fair, Kaiser, I will mention, like, with stuff like
Even
this,
single-player games?
there's like,
Single player.
there's a point where like too many people are playing
okay.
something they want for fun, and so as a result, like, you can't.
Oh my god, the
and then it
spirit's
just
gonna
makes
get
the
out because I
entire
killed the
experience less
Tor
fun for
too.
everyone. There's like a certain amount of like, you know, leeway you need to give where you're playing something that's like optimal just so that everyone can have like the base amount of fun. It's just like
Nobody
the
should
way
have
the
fun.
games are designed with like rope content.
Kaiser, you got a recon thing over there.
No, I was being distracted. Give me a second. Because there was an infantry squad engaging.
Anthrax, don't tell that to Eric.
Okay, my bad.
Can't say that around Eric.
Keep buying nukes.
What? Dude, the nukes are so everyone else can have fun. Fuck this.
Ironically, what breaks like armored
Unarmored offensive.
heads?
But
Yeah,
it's
like, you
only
need
if
to-
they're fucking. It's only if they're fucking spacing like terribly.
They are always spacing like terribly, okay?
They're always bunched up because they're trying to do a spearhead.
Well, I've said this for like since the fucking beta. I think nuke's just a noob trap. Like it Giga punishes people who like don't expect it to come in. Like against anyone that is like you're dropping a 600 point munition to maybe kill.
Yeah, but if no one ever takes the nuke, you're always going to just you're always just going to tank ball because there's nothing that can kill it.
You
Well,
can
except for like an SU-24 flying low after burning in.
Or like a retarded amount of like toes and stuff. Oh my god, the second
Oh,
nuke.
Abra fucking.
They hit the second tower.
I saw where all of his armadas were, so I just
You know
knew.
what's
Yeah, I saw that
is?
too.
Some mass invite guild invited me. I told the like mass recruiter I love them, and they just ignored me. They responded like 10 minutes later, and
I
they're
think
like,
they're
"Oh,
mad
I love
now."
you too." And like I told them, they made an insult this day by ignoring me,
3 people
like
just quit.
rejecting my love, and they just said they don't
Yeah, because they
care.
nuked 3 people's worth of like front lines. I'm not surprised.
Is that fucked or what, bro?
Fucked up.
Yeah.
They're not invited.
This might be worse than like you losing BRE.
This might be worse. I can't even say that.
You were never rejected. Dude, I professed my love to someone, and they just spat in my mouth, and like, it doesn't matter if I liked it or not, like, it's
Wait.
just a sign of disrespect.
How many nukes are being deployed at once here?
That was
What the fuck's
3.
going on?
That was 3. I just wanted to do a third one. I felt left out.
Can you look,
A third tower has been hit.
can you look
Shit,
at
World in
You just suck
conflict
it.
towers.
Sure.
can you
This
look at how
game,
much
dude, this game
buttons-
really reminds me of World of Conflict with the unit tokens and stuff.
Never played that.
Look how many
Never
buttons I
mind, I should re-download it.
Some of those are not buttons you're pressing.
I'll just say, my plane that I spawned at the beginning would cost
Valor of Azeroth?
way too expensive.
500 point
that
spawn
was
tank.
during the fight.
I
I did press
well,
it. I mean,
has
that
the,
doesn't count, I guess.
it has 8
what
rounds
else?
and 5
Huh?
cruise missiles.
What the f-
Does meat hook generate rage? Why'd you press meat hook in the fight?
I should have just
remember
spammed them
there's
at
like
their
a little
spawn.
ad fight in the beginning.
That's why my
I was just me hooking the
My
ad.
F-35
Listen,
I've got a cruise.
I want them to add in an F-15 that can carry the nuclear bomb.
Oh, does this include the dragonkin at the beginning?
Yeah.
Dude, the... A
'Cause
tier
I-
pop to get them.
I
like,
will bring back
really
the
counts, but you are
nuclear
pressing
opener.
more.
If I can, I guess I could do it with the B1, but it's not as fun.
think
I know
you need to
Kaliningrad's the good
consider-
map.
fuck, dude.
Like one,
Spawn
like,
trap map.
Ignore the cleave, I guess, and maybe decrease the amount
Intercept?
of whirlwind buttons. No, intercept. Like, Put that to 1 because he used intercept to charge into the boss.
Oh, I forgot there's a point where he fears out and you need to go back in.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say like the one charge, but yeah.
Isn't Wrath like a dot too? It's not even like a.
No, Wrath is their. It's like fireball or whatever. It's just a like projectile cast. The dots are insect swarm, which I think reapplies when they Wrath based on like a tier set or something. But how many times they cast? They casted 9 times. Some of that shit, they popped a mana pot. Moonfire and Sunfire reapply. They pressed it once. The Starfall, I think is just AOE, so that doesn't count.
Dude,
so like
my
effectively,
Sentinel
there was
drone has been just loitering in the back of the map. King.
Instant back.
But it doesn't matter who's putting in more effort. It's like this guy's doing more damage.
Seed?
No, he only did more because our pallies are retarded. Fuck, our pallies are retarded.
Our pallies? Why?
Because remember when Neff calls paladins, they have to bubble somebody, or else he gets like invulnerability for like 30 seconds to physical damage. Oh, but that doesn't account the magic damage. He can still.
Oh, heliplane's incoming. Scramble.
Oh, that's true. I kind of forgot it's only physical.
Like you literally see my damage just fucking sink like a rock, bro. Oh my.
You don't understand the pain of like the rogue call out. I get fucking dragged in front of the boss and I start getting parried and dodged every hit.
That's just unlucky. This
I do
is
not like the pack too. It takes too long to fire. It only gets 4 shots. You had to spend an extra 60 points to get the 4th shot.
That's
Yours is
100%
pretty bad too, though.
damage,
Isn't it,
though.
Fizz? You can't stand swap.
Yeah, I just
You
one
get
shot
more
it.
damage,
Fine,
but
though.
I
Just
don't
one
know.
shot.
Because I'm stuck in.
I'm a big one-shot fan.
Well, you
I'm
lose
losing
like your
10%
10% crit or whatever, right?
I lose 10% damage, but at least I'm still able to do damage.
I can technically still do damage, just not very well. You'd be surprised how well like a dragon is able to dodge and parry.
Also, if you time it properly, you only like lose the buff for like maybe 30% of the call out. So.
I'm already Nuke.
No!
We didn't.
That it? Is it 2 rounds? How many rounds?
I stopped it. I stopped it because I noticed you were driving forward. So.
You can do these barrages really wide.
Wow, that's really fucking weird.
You saw that?
Yeah, did that just random dispersion? Or?
No, I drew a line that wide.
Okay, so semi-wide random dispersion. Okay.
You just use my supply care. You don't have to.
Alright, let's just take a cheat so we can all go home.
I didn't realize it was 5,000. All I saw was 24.
Like, Ganthrax, if it was up to me, none of those paladins would be able to touch a piece of loot for fucking weeks. For the end of the phase until they learn how to bubble on Neff. Like, they didn't bubble once throughout the entire phase. We just accepted that as a mechanic where melee don't do damage. So fucking retarded.
You can tell in MMOs who played sports as a kid and who didn't.
That's a good point.
I just want to have fun, nigga. I want to win.
And not all of us have the same time commitment that we're capable of putting in, okay?
Well, like, I was gonna say earlier, like, before Fizz was, like, white hot seething as, like, bad memories surfaced up. You're saying about, like, expectations? I don't even feel like it's an expectation of WoW. I guess it is, but it's like, with your gacha games, to my understanding of it, it's, like, a pretty big time commitment, and that's fine. And, like, that's what you set. But, like, for the average person, it's like, oh, yeah, I'm not gonna play, like, you know, however many hours a day, whatever. With WoW, it's literally 1 hour a week. That's all you gotta do. That's all your prep. You just come to raid. Boom. You did your, like, 1 hour pre-prep. You're done. You're good. You're gonzo, buddy. And it's like, it's such a minor time commitment. It is pathetically small compared to every other MMO and every other variant of World of Warcraft. And it's still like, I don't really want 40% bonus damage, actually. I'm just.
And what happens?
I'd rather just sit here and talk in VC if you don't mind.
The worst part is they can't commit 1 hour to getting their buffs. So then raid turns from the expected 1 to 2 hour to a 5-hour raid every.
That's fun.
Dude,
More
5 hours with people you can't stand? Holy
yes,
fuck.
yes.
And you're not even paid to be there, by the way.
Yes, it's awesome, bro.
I literally mute.
That sounds like a skill issue, honestly.
I'm gonna chokehold whoever said that.
Don't hurt Abra.
It's a personal issue, actually. Sorry.
I literally mute my fucking just listen to music full blast, like not giving a fuck.
You don't have to be there though.
Just turn them off in your brain, lol.
Yeah, do what I do with Eric. He doesn't believe in our time or whatever, so.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
Dude, the fucking meme has been degraded so much it's whatever.
But you don't have to be there, Fizz.
I'm honor-bound warrior.
Honestly, just leave.
That's what Carrier does.
Or do it.
Yeah, actually, dude.
You know how many kinds of guild hop? Multiple.
Viz, you're losing an option. You're either making a guild or we're finding one. Dude, I cannot deal with another fucking wave of angry DMs in like the middle of the night. That's so. No.
I'm surprised those snipers lived the entire game, Abra.
Dude,
They just never took that corner. Holy shit.
But you can thank
sure.
me because
What
of
level
the
are you?
8 javelins.
26.
Yeah.
Have you done
The
Black
fucking bombing one that
No.
killed my 2 heavy tanks at the beginning. Holy shit.
I can just carry you through BFD on my rogue, cause like there's a big level gap, so I can't play with you on my hunter. Are you using a two-handed right now?
Using one-handed.
Who the fuck is their
I want to move
artillery?
to two-handed though.
What do you describe yourself as?
A twink?
Gonna
Two
say
fingers.
or not, but
Fucking giga jet.
that answers the question.
Any twink checks in the chat?
How do you guys feel about Donald Trump's tariffs on twinks?
How do you
thanks.
feel about the wealthy hoarding all the high-quality twinks?
Fucking trash.
Where's Gong?
We said high quality.
Also low-quality twink.
Did
Exactly.
they
Where
just
did they
sell
get these?
everything? Where'd all their artillery go?
They're gone, bro.
That's what
Look at
God's
that.
doing when he's not with us. He's getting paid.
There's
Yo,
a
there's a
mic AA
naked
because they're
Torin
trying to
chick
look for-
here. She's hot!
She's hot.
W, we take those.
Is it cringe that they're wearing like a shirt that makes it so it looks like they're naked? Check my stream. She's beautiful. She might
Oh, we were the underdog.
my future wife.
How are we the underdogs?
Disgusting.
You
It
don't
was
like
Carrier.
Torin women?
No.
I mean, look at their elo. Hello, you have me on your team at 8 fucking.
Yeah, it's
you have
Vince
me and Carrier.
and Carrier the reason it's lower.
Dude, thank God, dude. That 30 elo gets me back what I lost. Dude,
Are you
what?
finding
Plus
a group right now,
50
Fizz?
elo? What the fuck?
Why?
Oh, the other game I gave like 60.
Get your BFD
I'm
quest.
actually,
Get your
I'm
BFD
gonna
quest.
go to bed right now. I am
Where?
fucking
Good night,
tired.
guys. I
Well,
love you.
Kaiser, you did good.
Look it up.
What's it
You
called?
know. You know.
I don't know. Look it up.